Hello out there. What I want to talk to you viewers about is smart meters. Okay, there's a lot of people, conspiracy, antic individuals. They just want to popularize themselves on the internet, making videos about smart meters installed on homes like your natural gas meter and your electric meter mounts on houses, apartment complexes, businesses. Saying that these smart meters can explode, they can set things on fire, suddenly start up in flames, and that these smart meters, radiation and 5G, hypnotism goes through your body and all this. Okay, here's what I want to tell you people. In this regard, sometimes there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Because see, fear in itself is harmful and is a disaster if you live your life in fear. You should be cautious and aware and take life very seriously, but not just have fear, or whatever. I'm not reading right now, so I don't need to wear these reading glasses. Okay, so, but I am going to explain to you people about microwaving and smart meters and some 5G. Okay. Here we go. Let's start with smart meters. I wanted to touch base on this. Smart meters are not going to suddenly cause a fire. They are not going to cause an explosion. Let me explain what a smart meter is on natural gas meter or your electric meter. It is nothing more than a transistor device, tubeless transistor device, same as a laptop computer uses, for example, which is advanced mechanism of what was once the large motherboard of television sets. Let's take the 1960s when I was 10 years old or around there. They advanced from tubes on the panel and the back of a television to transistor units about 1965, okay? I was about 9 years old at that time. Alright, that size was reduced into where they use it for the motherboard in a computer these days, like your notebook, laptop computer. Alright. That is simply a transistor mechanism. Like, do any of you remember, you may not, these pretty much faded out by the year 1969. We used to have handheld transistor radios. You could buy them dirt cheap at toy stores, shopping malls, things like that. You'd pull the antenna out and it had a battery in the back, and and you would turn the little dial to different radio stations and then had the little nozzle thing on the side. Okay, a smart meter is no more complex than that, people. It is no more complex than that. Let me explain why. The radio waves from the tower at the radio station, TV stations, traveled to that antenna and it played through the speaker on that radio. Okay? Alright. Those radio waves were from the fourth, came through the fourth dimension, not this dimension. Let's take television, for example. Okay, television, you had two rabbit ears sticking up there. Or I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. We had the 25-inch furniture piece, television sets that had the legs on the bottom, you know, all this stuff. And we had a 2-wire antenna cable. Most of us didn't even put antennas on our houses. We just stuck the 2-wire antenna wire out a window and then slammed the window shut on top of it to hold it in place, to where about 2 inches of it stuck outside. And that was sufficient for us to pick up the TV radio waves to watch TV back then, okay? Alright. And that right there requires a lot more input than a smart meter would ever require, because you've also got a picture tube that got hot, you know, actually got hot, and then a wood furniture piece front. If these things, radio waves, TV waves produced, got this stuff hot enough, these panel motherboards as we know them in computers today, those TV sets would have exploded or caught on fire long before a smart meter would today. Because a smart meter, all it is, it's the same as your notebook computer or your cell phone transistor board. And even though they say digital waves, that's bullshit, people. That's bullshit. Radio waves is what operates televisions and, you know, even your laptop computer. You know, it can be different frequencies based on the hardware, you know, that the units use, for example. But, you know, it's still, it's not something that's going to get hot and catch on fire or whatever, you know. How many laptop computers catch on fire or explode? They don't. It's like I'm recording this using my Hewlett Packard notebook computer right now. Okay, the left side I can feel right now, the plastic is warm, and it can even get hot if I'm using my computer for long lengths of time, like to watch movies, documentaries, edit, you know, or whatever. But you people ever hear about people's notebook computers suddenly going up in flames? No. I mean, you know, that's not going to happen, okay? That would require a great deal. That would require direct, you know, AC electricity like you have in the wall outlet in order to start a fire. Okay, a smart meter on your electric meter or natural gas meter, people, all this is doing, it's a transistor board like the transistor radios that we used to have as kids in the 60s. It's the same damn thing. It's just picking up radio waves, no digital waves, radio waves. And that's what portrays those digits that are on there, those electronic digits. They're transistorized. Alright. It's just in the way that the utility companies, okay, they did this so that they wouldn't have to pay for human meter readers that would hop the fences in the backyard, go into people's backyard and read their meters, which good. You know, those people, you know, they would, you know, mess up things. Yeah, boy, I remember that from my childhood and earlier adulthood. You know, Oh Lord, it just, because you'd be, who's in the backyard, and you'd, oh, it's the meter man, okay. And then you'd get a letter, we couldn't get to your meter, you had the gate latched on the side of your house, and it'd be, oh shit. It'll be, we'll have to set up another time, or whatever. Okay, we're rid of that problem these days, okay? Alright. Now, let me explain why it's only radio waves. There's no such thing as digital waves. That's a bunch of bullshit. It's just to make people believe things that are not true. Do you know what a digit is? It's 0 to 9 numbers. And then alpha, y'all know what that is? Alphabets, letters that form into words or whatever. Okay. Digital, okay, what did they talk about? Numbers flying through the air? Okay, numbers. Excuse me, where would the alpha be? There's no numbers floating around in air. These waves, you can see my picture right now, my body moving, my hands moving. Where's the digits? There's no numbers. Okay? There could be. Okay, like right now I'm looking at digits, alphanumeric, recording, and it's got 0, point, minutes, seconds, whatever. Okay, that's digits, but it's a variety of all that comes through the radio wave. You've got radio waves. Because since radio, which was before television in the past, radio waves. That has never been advanced. That has never been advanced. Only the strength of the equipment at your radio stations and TV companies. Okay, all the utility companies are doing, they're tuning in radio waves to your device at your house, that location. And that's going to give them the reading off of that software, that small transistor board, and that smart meter. It's never going to get hot enough to cause a fire to explode, people. And it doesn't look at you or get into your brain. This is all made up bullshit. It's just to, conspiracy theorists, a lot of them, to popularize themselves, they have to induce fear into people. To make people think things are happening, that are not happening. It's just simply radio waves, like in the year 1954, Kedrick's Carousel aired on Channel 13 on TV here in Houston. Radio waves. That's all it is. And that picture tube would get hot if you touched it. Well, my computer monitor screen or my smart meters, those aren't hot. In my backyard, I have natural gas and electricity, They don't get hot. All it is small transistor boards, like a 60s transistor radio or smaller, that's been reduced, and it's picking up radio waves. That's all it is. That's all it is, people. It's nothing complex. It's nothing that's going to explode or go through you. Now, microwave ovens. Okay, I've got a sizable microwave oven. And I might add, I like to help people. If you ever buy buy a Sharp brand, S-H-A-R-P. I bought this microwave back in 1998, and it is still going. It works great. I use it every day. Always bake 2 white potatoes every day before I eat my late day meal, I guess they call that supper or dinner. American culture or whatever. Okay. But so much for smart meters. It's just radio waves, people. It's like, I use AT&T internet. The router box is up here close to my ceiling on my wall. I have it mounted way up there because that way it's out of my damn way, and one of my cats won't chew the wires or whatever. Okay, The transition from that to the built-in antenna in my notebook computer is radio waves. It's no different than the year 1954. Or when I was a kid, I was born in 56, the damn TV was on. It's the same thing, it's just radio waves. It's not going to blow up, and it's not going to go through you or radiate you or microwave you. It's not going to happen. Now, a microwave oven, if you stand too close to it, that can hurt you. But that will hurt the surface of your skin. You know, because of the microwaves, if you stand close enough to a microwave, you can feel it emitting, you know, the heat and even static electricity. Don't stand too close. Anytime you turn a microwave on, stand back from the damn thing at least 5 feet. Stand away from it. Don't take a chance, you know. But I've covered the smart meter thing. I've told you people the reality of it. And I could add some other things. I mean, technology has not advanced since 1954, people. I mean, people, you may want to believe that. It only has in the hardware market, as in you can build the same thing, something smaller to do the same thing, you know, with precision, you know, intelligence of hardware. You know, it's like the motherboard of my notebook computer can now do what a panel that was 3 feet long and 2 feet deep with tubes, 50 tubes in the back that would be hot as a firecracker, you know, in the year 1955. You know, we've advanced from that. These electronics run cooler, actually. But quit having fear of smart meters. It's a think of it as a transistor radio that is picking up radio waves. That's all it is, people. You know, it's like in the year 1954, like when television came out here in Houston. How do you think those TV stations got your picture tube to light up with the people moving around in it and all that? They're sending the radio waves. That's all. And then when they changed over, I believe it was in, when was this? The year 2008. A lot of us still had old televisions. We had to convert to this little box that cost about $55 because of what they called the new digital wave. So let me tell you people what that was. So that your TV, radio stations could use less energy, generate less energy to expend the radio waves themselves. They were able to use less frequency if they made your hardware on your television generate more searching power on your end. See, as to where that the antennas and their ability to look for the waves, you know, same as hotspot internet, to look for the waves. Okay, on your end, you paid more for the television, or you paid more for the computer to save them money so they can run their equipment on a less frequency to save them money. That's all, but it's still damn radio waves. You know, it's like in 1955. If they'd have said, let's make those people with televisions right now, let's make them, their antenna system be much more expensive and greater and more powerful. That way on our end here at the towers, we can turn ours down and not use so much energy. That's all it is, people. That's all it is. But I'm also going to be making a video. I may make it tonight. I just didn't want to mingle two subjects. It's about the moon, the sun, and the stars. You people have a lot to learn. a lot to learn about a lot of things. Also, I think you people, you could learn a lot if you listen to RFB, Richie from Boston. Most of what he says is accurate. It's accurate information. Although at this time, I think he has beliefs in conspiracy pertaining to smart meters. But I am not him and he is not me. He's doing a good job, okay? By the way. But anyway, people, you know, I hope you enjoy your day or your evening or your night or early morning, whichever it may be. Have a good day. Have a good time.